Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 226 today. Now, if you guys do enjoy today's episode, do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up button. The support lately has been actually crazy. Thank you so much for that. If we can keep this little hype train going, I would greatly appreciate it. So, you know what the squad's looking like if you watched the last episode. If you didn't watch the last episode, here's the squad, and we've actually got Seedorf in it right now. Starting off with him, I don't know how impressed I've been. Like, he scored on his debut, he's been a decent midfielder, but obviously our weekend league isn't really going super well right now. So we go into our first major weekend league game of the day. Ronaldo, Messi, flashback Vidal, prime moments Blanc, like a real nice team. And to be honest, like I thought, I don't know, I wasn't confident when I come up against players of this nature. I basically was camped in my opponent's box for the first 5 minutes of this game. He then breaks with one counter attack and goes 1-0 up, and that really is the power of like Cristiano Ronaldo in this game. So yeah, out of nowhere, I was 1-0 down. However, we strive to get back into this one. Richarlison playing some nice 1-2s with Aubameyang, and I hit that low-driven near post. And I feel like that one actually kind of went in near the middle of the goal. Whether or not my opponent moved his goalkeeper there, I don't quite know. But then, typical Lasty style, we concede another goal. David De Gea has been doing that a lot for me lately. You know, he's probably been spilling it out. Now, I don't know if my De Gea is just, you know, currently got like live form on compared to like what he's being like in real life. But something's not quite working. I feel like he's messing up more than he's saving me. So maybe we just go back to our Alisson and take 80,000 coins for David De Gea. I don't know. Maybe we should do that. Because, well, it's kind of not working right now for us, is it? And then we go from bad to worse when Messi scores and then Aguero scores. And we're 4-1 down literally after the kickoff in the second half. And I was like, you know what, 3 goals down against this team. Clearly, I'm kind of struggling to get anything going. It's time for us to leave this one and just get rid, move on to the next game and hope that we can go better from there. Next opponent, I mean, he's got 3 icons as well, 2 prime icon moments. He's got flashback Ibra, which we know is going to be a problem. But hey, we've got that in our locker as well as like our secret weapon in the second half. Richarlison turns the defender, plays it into Aubameyang, and that's a solid strike. 1-0 after 16 minutes. A good strike, and I felt confident after that goal. However, literally, basically from kickoff, he pushes through, and Butragueño just, I don't know how, he completely gets past my Van Dijk. I wasn't able to outmuscle him and outstrength him to win that ball back, and he scores from kickoff. But what a bang that is from Aubameyang. He turns the defender with the scoop, and then it's just such a sublime hit in off the bar. I always love a shot that goes in off the woodwork, so I'll take it. And I was fully dominating this game. I felt so confident that when halftime came around and I saw them stats, I felt unconfident. I felt like I was going to lose just because I was going to get like trolled by the game or something because of how dominant I was in this one. However, we did get the goal with Ronaldinho. Yeah, he scores a late one with Butragueño, but 86 minutes on the clock. As long as I can hold the ball, I'm all good. And you can tell by that game, it was just pure domination from me. And we eventually get the win. It was just so much closer than it needed to be. I could have and should have beaten that guy by like 5 goals with the amount of attempts I had. So I need to work on this finishing and stuff, man. Something's not quite right. Into the next one, super confident against a squad like this. So I should be beating this guy easily, right? That is not a weekend league worthy side at this stage in the game. You're probably doing something wrong if you've got a team like this, I would say anyway. However, Seedorf cuts it inside. Ronaldinho's there. It was a nice bit of skill and a nice assist from Clarence Seedorf. And the finish was, of course, there from the Brazilian god that is Ronaldinho. But this guy wasn't actually bad at all. He was pushing it out wide to his Sterling, trying to whip it into the box for his Aubameyang, which of course is a great strategy, but he gave up. He caved in and gave up after 2-0 just before half-time. And you can see that he's paused it right here. I don't quite understand this particular match because, yeah, I'm going to get the win because he's going to rage quit right now. But he genuinely was a solid player, and I felt like he was dangerous on the attack. And, like, I don't know why he's got a team that he's got. if he was challenging himself with like a regular gold team or something. I honestly don't know, because he's been around for a few years as well. September 16, like, it's weird to me that someone who was decent on the game had such an average team, and that was what let him down. I reckon if we flipped the teams over there, I'd have lost and probably rage quit that one as well. Weird. Anyway, next game. Nice squad. Lots of good players in here. He's got a 95 Messi, for Christ's sake. A couple of prime icon moments. Everyone's got this Blanc, haven't they? And I've realised, because you do need an icon to complete him, but it's still under 1 million coins. So it's a very, very well priced SBC if you've got a spare icon to hand. There's people like him and Cliver, which are under that 1 million coins. And considering I don't use Nedved anymore, I'm not quite sure what to do. I was feeling like maybe we should put him into an icon SBC somewhere, one that isn't going to cost us too much. But anyway, after a very close game, and one that I thought I should have won, I ended up going 2-0 down right at the end, and I'd stopped playing at this point. I was so mad, actually fuming, and he got a couple of goals late on. Like, I wasn't defending that final corner. Yeah, look at the stats. I don't know. I don't know how I lost that one 3-0, but it is what it is. It happens in FIFA. Sometimes it does just happen. So it's currently not going great for us, is it? It's one of my worst weekend league performances in a while. So what I decided to do, I feel like maybe Clarence Seedorf was one of the issues, or maybe the formation was the main issue, is that we'll go back to the 4-2-3-1 and we'll give it a try out again. But we've got too many centre mids for a 4-2-3-1 now, we don't have enough DMs. We've got Torreira as a DM, but we don't have enough. So I'm gonna go back to Rabiot. So for the rest of this episode, I couldn't quite figure out what to do with Seedorf. So he's going to sit on the bench for the rest of it. I don't think we're going to be keeping him. But this is how we're going to line up with the 4-2-3-1. I've gone with Ronaldinho up top as opposed to Aubameyang, just because ideally header-wise, Aubameyang should be able to win the headers. And Ronaldinho with dribbling and stuff up top, I don't know, maybe that could work quite well for us. That was the plan anyway. We come up against a Ronaldinho and a Cruyff and an Mbappe and a Neymar, and I'm worried that we're going to go on yet another defeat in this game. So, Aubameyang whips one in, and it is to Richarlison, who is able to head home. 25 minutes on the clock, we get our first goal, and it's looking like it's going well. We then push for the attack again. Kante, who I've played instead of Torreira for a game, just to see if that was one of our issues, plays it in to Aubameyang, who scores 2-0, 36 minutes on the clock. Now I'm feeling good, because, you know, this is a solid team. I've really given him nothing in this first half. And then Ronaldinho flips it over, hits the volley, but it drops down basically to Aubameyang to just half volley at home. And we've had that happen to us a few times, had that happen to us against us a few times as well. So you've got to take that opportunity when it arises and just score the goal. And at this point we were coasting. Yeah, he had a nice team and stuff, but whatever happened to me going forwards was just luckily going in. So, yeah, we'll take the victory there. We really did, like, put on a good display and had loads of opportunities and stuff and really gave my opponent nothing. So a nice deserved win coming out of that match. And then everyone's got loads of icons now, haven't they? This is another class squad, really colourful items there. We've got like League SBCs, End of Eras, Carnival, Prime Icon Moments, like Player of the Month, all sorts of good stuff. But I whip one into the back post and it just so drops to Aubameyang after a minute. Super lucky for that one to just fall into his chest to then take it down to knock it home. But yeah, again, you just got to stick them in the back of the net. When the game gifts you a little goal like that, you really do have to just take it. And then it just so happens that I got another goal after 15 minutes. That was enough of that team to quit. Insane to me. Perhaps he was going on a bad streak and he was stressed out and stuff. We've all seen me quit in a situation like that when I'm going on a horrible losing streak as well. So we're up to 10 wins. 10 wins is all right, but we've got loads and loads of losses so far. And then we match this guy who's got an all right team. I'd say that I out-team this guy. I've got a better squad than this. You know, there's some nice players in there, but I definitely have a far superior squad. And he gets through and scores that with Salah. And I'm wondering, one, where my defender is, and two, like, I don't know. I feel like De Gea should be saving that one, putting that one just wide, especially on the weak foot of Salah. But anyway, half-time comes around, I'm 1-0 down. He then plays it to his 87 Werner, who bangs it out of nowhere. And on FIFA 19, when you score a goal like that, especially without timing it, I've kind of got to claim luck, because they go over or straight into the keeper's hands so often, and he literally does it again with Timo Werner, and I'm like, okay, alright then. For some reason I decided not to quit, just because I thought that maybe I could get back into this one. He'd scored a couple of what I would class as lucky goals, and I pretty much instantly go down the other end and score with Ibrahimovic. It didn't take me long again to break through, cross this one in with Perisic into the back post to Zlatan, and he heads home again. 3-2. And I just couldn't make it work. I couldn't get that final attempt to get the third goal to send this one to extra time or whatever. And I got all sorts of saltiness messages after that one, or like ego messages after that one. I didn't like it at all. But yeah, we come away with a loss there, which felt a little bit harsh to me. However, they were some pretty nice goals from Werner. They were absolute bangers. I just feel like on FIFA 19, they go in less than ever, so it's kind of luck of the draw if one of them happens, let alone two in one game. But the next squad was nice, and his team was also called something to do with RTG. So if that is an RTG squad, fair play to you, lad. You're doing pretty well. So I'm 1-0 up, and then that doesn't count as a goal right there. That must have been millimetres away from actually being over the line. And would you Adam and Eve it that a couple of minutes later he's pushed down the other end to get an equaliser off of a first-time volley shot from Rashford? I mean, that's just typical, isn't it? So I went from, could have been 2-0 up, potentially a rage quit there, literally by millimetres, to be in at 1-1, and then he pushes through in the second half and turns this game around. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of my luck today. We've got all the stuff's just dropping back to him. He plays it across, and Hazard's there to stick it in the back of the net, and I'm 2-1 down. However, Ronaldinho pushes down the wing, El Tornado cross. Oh no, it wasn't. It was just a turnaround and cross into the back post for Zlatan Ibrahimovic to rise higher than anyone else. And of course, he's always going to do that. He's so good in the air. 58 minutes on the clock, he then plays it in to Felipe Anderson, and I sort of moved my goalkeeper, but I don't know if I moved him the right way or the wrong way. He got a leg to it, but it's De Gea, so he's going to get a leg to it, and it's still going to go in the back of the net, isn't it? Based on current form in real life anyway. So we're still at 10 wins and 8 losses. It's just awful, isn't it? Like, that's abysmal. 10-8 with the squad that I've got. I'm very embarrassed of how this weekend league is going. I don't know whether I've been changing the team up too much, like playing with different formations, different players and stuff, but obviously something's not quite working. So I don't know if Seedorf's going to sell. In fact, I will list him on the market and see if I can get him to sell. I'm going to lose a lot on him, but hey, that might have just been a poor purchase. For the amount that I'm going to lose on Seedorf, we could have done the Prime Icon Hullet loan and use that for 10 games. But you know what, is what it is. You live, you learn, and when he goes, hopefully I'll be able to save up some coins and keep them for a little while, unless I again make a silly decision, which is highly likely because I do like to do that every now and again. But yeah, a very poor episode in the weekend league, and we're still not done with it. It's going to carry on over to tomorrow's episode. We do need to still get 4 wins in the weekend league, and we'll see what squad and stuff and which players that we're going to actually use in those final games to see how we're going to eventually get to 14. But guys, do me a massive favour, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great day. Follow me on socials. The Twitter, the Insta can be found down below in the description, and I will catch you all next time. Peace.